Hey guys, it's Mel from Mack Acting Studio. So we're talking about how to choose your best self-tape take today. This can feel very overwhelming. I think a lot of actors, you struggle with this, right? The beauty of self-tapes is you can do like a bazillion takes of your take. But then the overwhelming struggle of having to choose, one take or two takes to send to casting or your agent and manager can just feel like it's just way too much, right? You just put this pressure on yourself, you want to get it right. Which one is casting gonna like? Which one do you like? So here's a few quick tips on how to choose takes to send to your representation or to send to casting. First of all, if you're going to send two takes, make sure that they're totally different within the story. So for example, maybe on one take, you're very sweet and kind and helpful, and maybe the other take, you're unsure, you're not as forthcoming with your help, and you don't really trust this person. So that's a good example of two different takes to send to casting. Also, some things that you want to look for when choosing your takes: are you creating the environment for us visually, right? You don't have to set up this whole set for you to do that, but you can see what we want you to be seeing in the scene, right? In your self-tapes, you can be waving to somebody that you see. You can see somebody crossing, that you're a little unsure of. Creating the environment for us visually is really helpful. Also, are you connected in the scene? Are you having a good relationship with the other person? I think that's really important. That's what we look for. Are you actively listening, or do we see you thinking about what your next line is? The tricky thing about self-tapes is we can see everything that's going on. We can see all of your thoughts, right, that are going on behind your eyes. So you want to be sure that you're connected with your reader, that you have a relationship with that person, that you're having opinions about what's being said or done to you, and that you're actively listening and that you're thinking about what the other person is saying. That's really interesting for us to watch on a self-tape. I feel like I've seen too many self-tapes lately where actors are just reading straight to camera and they forget that they have this opportunity to create this visual environment for us. So when choosing your best self-tapes to send, that's a tongue twister, self-tape takes, to send to casting, you want to create the environment visually. You want to have a really good personal relationship with the other characters in the scene. You want to make sure that you have a beginning, a middle, and an end to the story. A lot of actors just end the scene right at camera instead of remembering that you're carrying on the energy at the end of the scene before there's a cut. Maybe you walk out of the scene, maybe you pick something up and you have this moment at the end before you leave. Or maybe you just have this moment at the end and your thoughts tell us everything that we want to feel about how you feel about the other person. So when, a lot of times I feel like as actors, we look at, oh, my hair looks great there, or oh, I did that weird thing, or oh, I bumbled my line a little bit. Going back to performance over perfection is something that I would really like you guys to start focusing on when you're choosing your self-tape takes. I hope these tips are helpful. You can check us out on Facebook. Please like us on Instagram. We're putting some good posts and videos up there. And you can always check out melmackactingstudio.com for our new Killer Self-Tape course. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys soon.